Hello, hello. Hello, hello. We're getting right into the messages. Okay, just check mic check. Turn that up a little bit. All right, perfect. Here we go. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, everyone. Lisa, Holy Grailstone, hello. Welcome in. Happy full moon in Leo. Happy snow moon. We're going to be getting collective messages for you today. I'm really excited because this is a very powerful moon, the last full moon of the year of the snake. Yes, you did make it. Welcome in, Destiny Diamond. Justin, what's good? I was just waving at the moon right before you all came in. Sean, what's good? Welcome in. So that's on par, Justin. I'm on that wave. I was like, "Hello, moon. Hear my prayers." So if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to my channel. I'm a psychic medium and Reiki master, and we'll be getting into messages today for the full moon in Leo, the snow moon. If you celebrate Imbolc, happy Imbolc. If you are honoring Imbolc, I pray that your ceremonies are fulfilling and wonderful. I don't know anything about Imbolc. I was recently gifted an oracle deck that is Imbolc themed, and I ask for forgiveness for my ignorance, but I am not able to speak on Imbolc. So I will definitely be doing a little bit more digging into that. For my basic understanding is that it is a ceremony to honor Bridget as well as like the final stretch of winter, and that there are generally fire ceremonies associated with this celebration. So, yes, I always myself have been very connected to the element of fire. Um, yeah, I don't know why I feel like I need to tell you guys a little bit about myself. Hi, hello, welcome in. Perry's back from their first live yesterday. Happy you made it in. Oh, Jose, hello. Cynthia, hello. I'm so excited to be connecting with you guys. I'm loving the four-leaf clover, Destiny. That's so cool. So, we're going to be channeling messages. I always say we because it's me, the mouthpiece, plus my consciousness, plus my spirit guides, angels, my whole team, and God and Goddess of Divine, and everyone else, every other energy that's here to help bring messages to you today, okay? So, you pulled Bridget earlier? Yes. Right on, right on. Okay, so I'm also going to be pulling forward the energy of the moon to bring messages here as well. Um, but before we get into that, I have to do a little bit of a Gaia update, also relevant to the new moon or full moon. You guys know, if you're new here, I always mix them up. I always say full moon, new moon, full moon interchangeably. I apologize. It's not because I don't actually know what it is, but it's just because the energy of to me of the moon is always a complete idea and concept and reality. So I just get that a little jumbled. But it is a full moon. It is a full moon in Leo. Thank you for your patience and your forgiveness. I love you guys. All right. So probably going to be talking really fast tonight, as it usually goes here when I'm on a live like this on the weekend. It's always the weekend that I talk so fast. But here we go. All of that aside, welcome. I hope you've been enjoying your day, your night, your evening, wherever you are, whenever you are that you're tuning into this. And grab some water, grab some tea, coffee, whatever you're snacking on, drinking, and we'll get right into it. So, some of you guys, we're just going to be talking about Gaia's energy and the kind of celestial atmosphere at this time, okay? There have been almost probably around 20 different solar flares in under 24 hours since probably around, I'm hearing 6:30. The first notification I saw was 11 p.m. yesterday, but that doesn't mean that there wasn't anything happening. It's just that the notifications didn't come through for me. But in the last hour, we had 2 X-class solar flares, and the rest of them have been M-class solar flares. We had 1 X-class solar flare overnight. What that basically means is their X-class solar flares are the highest possible intensity of energy that can be released from the sun in a solar flare, okay? And I can show you the notifications here. Here we go. Yes, 18 minutes ago, a strong M9.8 solar flare. 54 minutes ago, an X class 2.92, and an hour ago, a X 8.11. You guys, with a lot of radio blackouts and more solar storms, your whole body might feel like it's in the fryer or in the microwave. You might feel tired but wired. You might feel overly jittery. You might feel like you have no appetite or you're not sleeping well in this energy, okay? Totally normal. Increased thirst or need for water, feeling like you're consistently dehydrated. Reach for the minerals, reach for fruits, reach for electrolytes. They will help ground you and stabilize you at this time. It is not lost on me that today is also the full moon in Leo with all of this energy flooding the earth right now, okay? So if you all join me, you don't have to, but I just want to set an intention that in my space where my aura is, where I'm physically located, that the energy is able to easily move from the sun into the earth in a very grounded and filtered way. And that I would love to participate in helping ground and stabilize Gaia to the best of my ability. So you can either, if you agree with that, you just say, yes, we agree, whatever it is. Or if you're not about that, that's totally cool too. But we're going to get into what that means just a little bit. Actually, Cryon's coming forward, as well as some of my other guides, to say that there is a need for conscious focus on peace right now. And so these energies are coming through to help excite you, actually. They're trying to help you align with peace and clarity and overwhelm in the sense that you're starting to see where things aren't adding up. And that also really fits with this full moon in Leo energy. You guys could be having a lot of throat chakra, gut, and heart, and crown activations, maybe some third eye too. But I just noticed earlier, I was sitting in this energy and my third eye was getting so scratchy. And then this, like, it was a band of red in my whole forehead from like here up was just bright red. I was like, that's crazy. And it was just the energy of these activations. So, okay. Oh my goodness. I have a feeling this is going to be like a freight train of energy getting these messages through to you as I'm going to be talking really fast. So let me get some water. Okay, couple things. It's really easy to feel overwhelmed in this energy if you are resisting the flow, and it can feel like a pressure cooker if you are struggling to let go of certain things in your life. On the other hand, if you're feeling very aligned with this full moon's energy, do you see how much that little sip of water grounded me? I'm telling you guys, drink more water, okay? If you are feeling more harmonious and empowered, like you're just full steam ahead, like, yeah, things are getting done. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm letting go, I'm stepping up. If you're feeling like that's a little bit more of how you're fitting into this full moon energy, then that means that you're a little bit more aligned with the energy. The resistance comes from not knowing where, how, or when to let go. Okay, so I have a feeling we're going to be getting messages to help clarify that. And I'm going to ask the full moon in Leo to step forward so I can also channel messages from the full moon directly. Yeah. Some of you could be seeing 111 or 1111. I'm also seeing 1010 and 222. If you have not made full moon water, this will be a wonderful moon for you to make full moon water, if that's something you've been considering, okay? That's what the moon is saying. And we have the beautiful Imbolc Oracle, Seasons of the Witch. Beautiful. All right. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Woo. I'm going to ask for ease of integration in channeling, please. Thank you. What do you need to know about this full moon in Leo? What does the full moon in Leo need you to know? For some of you, I feel like this message came through yesterday. There's a strong push to cleanse and reset your space. So you might be called to space cleansing rituals, whether that's using incense or various sacred medicines, essential oils, a really thorough deep clean. There's a need to release old energy. And for some of you, this is also in the form of objects, or I'm seeing plants, making offerings to Gaia, just releasing the old. For some of you, I'm seeing you go through your wardrobe and you're not feeling resonant with everything that's there. Don't be so quick to just give it all away, because there's energy surfacing to try to, how do you say? It's helping you move further down your path. But there's resistance coming up that is being manifest through things that are not directly the resistance itself. Does that make sense? It's almost a displacement taking place. But we're gonna get more information about that. I feel like I need to, hold on, Spirit. Hold on. What are we doing? Who? I see. I listen. Here we go. I offer this to the full moon in Leo, and to my guides and my angels and ancestors of the holy light. I offer this to God and Goddess the divine. To my spirit team, I thank you. And to Gaia, I thank you. Yes. I'm going to be moving through a lot of energy as I bring through these messages, so they just want to help me with the transmuting by having some smoke, okay? Some sacred incense. So let's see. Where can I leave this? Divine. Okay. Let's get into it. I will swing that for sure. There we go. Let's see. See, can you feel the difference already? This is how much is building for you guys. Like, it's all being rattled up to the surface. And this is creating a lot of discomfort for some of you guys. But for others of you, it's also coming with extremely heightened clarity. Clarity around how people really see you. I feel like some of you are learning with more intensity and more specificity how to read between the lines, hearing what is unsaid, reading into the layers of energy. There's a lot of psychic activations here for you under this moon's energy, okay? Which it needs to be, because when the year of the fire horse begins, there is going to be so much carrying you forward that your guides don't want you wasting time wondering if you're making the right decision for yourself or not. So everything that comes up right now with this full moon in Leo is asking you, well, what things are blocking your confidence, and where are you not showing up for yourself the way that you know you need to? So also in this full moon energy, you're going to be given some tools. You're going to learn some skills to help bridge the gap between where you feel you're lacking. That's very specific, because it's not necessarily that you're not doing well. Your guides want to be clear. It's not that you're not on the right track. It's just, for some of you, you're feeling like what you're trying to get to is not, it's like it's not happening. What is this? Oh, Spirit said, so it's not happening your way, so it's not happening at all, right? Not quite. Not quite. So, what do you need to know? Okay, we're probably going to close with these messages. I don't know why they won't pull cards, please. Oh, I can do that. I can totally do that. Okay, let's see. We've got this cute little pink deck. It just feels like we need a different energy. There's a lot of unexpected things, a lot of surprises in this energy, but good things unfolding. Okay, can you tell me a little bit more about that, Spirit? We're going to be pivoting here in these messages. They're wanting to jump everywhere. I feel like you're building up to something big. I feel like you're building up to something different. And for some of you who've still been grappling with the fear of the unknown, you're having a harder time trusting the process. And it's been very hard for you to redirect yourself back to joy. I feel like emotional regulation is a very key theme here as well. Learning how to work with your emotional flow instead of trying to cut it off, suppress it, shut it down, or avoid it, or ignore it, or invalidate yourself. All of these things are coming up to the surface so you can see where they're not serving you. So that comes back to self-talk. The Leo energy here is a lot about, it's really interesting because I've been talking a lot about identity in the last few videos. If you've been following me, if you're new here, welcome. I love you. Welcome to our soul tribe. But we've been talking a lot about identity, and Leo is all about not making the compromises to your independence or your joy. It's a living and letting others live without the micromanaging. So some of you could be coming into contact with a lion spirit guide. A lion animal guide is here for you. I'm seeing that one of the key lessons you're learning also is learning how to treat yourself like you're royalty. That's what just came through for you. You're learning how to treat yourself like royalty. Mm-hmm. But the care, the honor, the love, the respect, the dignity that goes into that. How are you aligning every choice and every word that comes out of your mouth with honor? Honoring yourself. It's really interesting because I'm feeling like for some of you, it's like you're playing a different game. Something here has changed and you're playing a different game now. Your awareness has always been strong, but there's something here that's been happening behind the scenes to help you see things differently. But to let go of some of the deepest, it feels like the word is angst. Some of the deepest angst that has kept you bound to the past and feeling less than optimistic about your future. You're learning how to see things differently. Mm-hmm. Prioritize clarity at this time. And it's so interesting because as I was saying those words, in my mind, it sounded all jumbled, like they were coming out wrong. Again, that's like your confirmation for communication healing. You're learning how to trust your own judgment. That came through. That came through. You're learning how to speak with your true voice. I feel like for some of you, you've been there it is. You've been playing a game for so long. You've been living so long as one particular version of yourself that it became a way of your existence that wasn't really you. It was just who you like adapted to become, to protect yourself, because who you were before that went through a lot. It wasn't safe to be that version of yourself. And for a lot of you, that's about your visibility. The Leo energy is all about being front and center stage, all eyes on you without feeling threatened. So there's a lot of healing in the solar plexus taking place. All these sun codes, these light codes flooding in from these solar flares, reaching you to support your energy body exactly where you need. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow. No way we had High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. Those activations, I'm telling you. Can't even make it up. Can't even make it up. What else do you need to know from the full moon in Leo? I also feel like for some of you, there's a little bit of tough love energy. There's a little bit of tough love energy coming through from this full moon. Mm-hmm. And that's okay. Sometimes what we need is not what we think we need. Mm-hmm. Wow. Some of you are being called to go deeper into your shadow work or to return to a more regular practice of reflecting on, that's not mine, love and light, thank you. Reflecting on the origin of where these patterns really started to take root. It's not always where they started, but it's where you started to believe them. Okay? A lot of relationship healing taking place as well. If you want to check out a love reading that I did a love reading for the full moon over on Patreon. You can grab that. The link's in the description box below. And exclusive to the membership, I do weekly guided meditations on Tuesday nights. And I would love to see you there. Okay. So some of your deepest fears are also being rattled up to the surface. And I hate that language, but that's how it's coming through. Like some of the scariest things are starting to surface for you. Some of the scariest things are starting to show you how to desensitize yourself. And with the Leo energy at the forefront with this full moon, that's a lot about your visibility. That's a lot about your confidence and a lot, even more, about your communication and your voice. voice healing, voice activations, okay? What else do you need to know? Oh, now I can pull messages from that deck? Fine. Okay. They were like, read the Imbolc Oracle. I was like, I was trying. I'm trying. My goodness. It's all about timing, though. Okay. Okay. I have a feeling these are going to be really good. Can we start with one card, please? One card for the collective. Just one at a time. Okay. Rosemary bread, number 35. It says, share and commune with the ones who mean the most to you. Break bread with the spirit of rosemary, which will call for healing and mend. Ooh, that's so beautiful. Rosemary is such a wonderful sacred medicine to work with. It also has very powerful cleansing and banishing properties. So if you wanted to look into different medicines for cleansing and protecting your space, rosemary is a beautiful, beautiful medicine to connect with for that purpose. Welcome in, everyone. But I'm also feeling there's a message here to do more of what lights you up. Sometimes it's the simple joys that really please your inner child that make the most of a difference. So also in healing your visibility wounds, you naturally bring forward the light of your inner child and heal your inner child. That might be an emphasis for some of you recently and moving forward. Thank you. Wow. Finally. Okay, we have, wow, that's powerful. North Star, number 32. I am an embodiment of what I seek. Walking, I can't even finish that sentence yet. I am an embodiment of what I seek. Did you catch that? I am an embodiment of what I seek. Walking with purpose while focused on my path. Wow. The answers lie in you. The answers lie in you. They reside within. And I mean, some of you are going to be, you're healing your inner teenager. Healing your inner teenager, okay? Sometimes the inner teenager is harder to work with than the inner child, okay? Your inner teenager I'm seeing they either grew to really accept themselves or to really reject themselves. Okay? You're healing your inner teen's relationship with identity. That it's safe to be you. For some of you, this is about feeling safe enough to be your most creative selves. That's also really heavy here with the Leo and the fire energy with this full moon. For some of you, this is about returning to a gentleness of self. You're returning to a gentleness of self. And towards yourself. That's so powerful, Spirit. Some of you have been taken advantage of a lot in your lives. And I'm sorry for that. And the things that you actually enjoyed the most, the things that you experienced the most joy doing, these things were taken from you. Either directly or through coercion. If you're wanting to go deeper into your shadow work, I made a meditation series. I guess that's the way to call it. It's kind of like a course, but I call it a boot camp because holy mackerel, you will look at everything. Okay. That's over on Udemy. It's less than $30 USD. And it's 6 weeks of intentional meditations with energy healing that I guide you through how to work through some of these emotions, okay? And give you examples of how to change the way you look at the stories so that you can make peace with them. I give you a workbook, I give you weekly affirmations, and we address everything from depression to abuse to humiliation, okay? If you want to go deeper into that, if you want to check it out, Lisa dropped the link here in the live. It's also in the description box below. Thank you, Lisa. And hello, Akshita. Welcome. So there is something here that you are unleashing in yourselves, okay? Some of you have been praying for a very long time to reconnect with the part of you that is most free, okay? Or the ways that you sought freedom. Some of you are going to really benefit from meditating on what is it that brought your inner toddler safety and what is it that brought your inner teen safety, okay? Because when you get to be triggered, learning which part of you is being triggered, the inner toddler or the inner teen, and then creating a way to kind of, from their guidance, tune back into their safety, to give yourself that same safety in the moment now, in the present, so that you can be grounded as you process. Okay? Wow, that's really huge. Some of you have been doing so much work, but you haven't really been looking deeply at your inner teen. Okay? Like they're still kind of rattling you a little bit. And they're going to be key. They're going to be key to moving forward, okay? How can you give them self-acceptance? How can you accept that version of you? These are the kinds of questions. These are the kinds of questions that you'll be asking and that life will be helping you navigate. What else do you need to know from this full moon in Leo? Is there one more oracle card, Spirit, please? Please. Not yet. Okay, fine. Tarot it is. Spirit, you're funny. Spirit wants you to remember not to neglect the little things that make you feel safe, the little things that make you feel validated, okay? The Leo energy is here to support you in the baby steps that carry you forward. Oh, wow. That's the second time that's come out. Yeah, some of you guys, you're really going to benefit from the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine reading over on Patreon, okay? If you've been thinking about, yeah, maybe I want to hear that. Yes. You need to hear it. Yeah. Wow. Wow. No, what? No, we're not ending there. Finish the story. I know, you guys, the suspense, can't handle it. No, I'm playing. There's one more card. There's one more card. No, not 18. Just one more. Oh, yep, that's it. I found it. We made it. Okay, I don't know if you saw the cards popping out, but we're gonna get right into it, okay? Because wow. 2 of Winter Cups. That was the first card out for you. This was also the first card out for the Divine Feminines over in the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine reading. 2 of Winter Cups. Six of Winter Pentacles. Master of Winter Wands. This is the King of Wands equivalent. Adjacent. The Winter Devil. The 8 of Winter Swords. You can see when I got frustrated, right? Had to keep pulling. Had to keep pulling cards. The Winter Star. Spirit said closer. The Winter Star. And the 9 of Winter Cups. You are healing from some of the deepest. I can't even say it. Wow. You are healing from some of the deepest heartbreaks you have ever known. You are healing from some of the deepest heartbreaks you have ever known. And I can hear some of you, I thought that would never be possible. I thought it would never be possible. And yet, here you are. Nearly there. Nearly there. You had a lot of divine intervention along the way. That's for sure. That's for sure. That is certain. I'm hearing that there was a divine healing ordinance over your life, which is why the last several or few, depending on where you're at in your timelines, have been very different. They've been reclusive. They've been set apart. You're ready to reconnect. You're ready to put yourself out there again. Some of you are healing in community. Some of you are healing through higher level soulmate contracts. Not twin flame. I don't teach twin flame. I specifically speak to divine masculine and divine feminine energy on purpose. I used to do twin flame readings often until one of my spirit guides, Dolores Cannon, came through and said, "No, Julia, that's not it." Twin flames are the fastest, most brutal, most intense form of karmic relationship. And people have multiple twin flames. And then, upon finally facing the self and learning to love the self, that is when the door opens for the kingdom spouse to come forward. Now, do the labels matter so much? No. Live your life. Love yourself and live your life. But for those of you who need classification and clarification, I get it. It's there. There it is for you, okay? But it feels to me like you're getting to a point where you don't have to hold your life or your standards or yourself to the same sort of promises you made in the past, the same habits, the same routines, the same obligations. There's a lot that you've let go of, things that were incredibly unconscious, things that might have been generational, things that might have been past life karma for you, that kept you from seeing your own healing nature, that kept you from believing in your ability to manifest, that kept you from believing in your ability to dream. These things made you feel like your joy wasn't allowed, that feeling good was not allowed. Or that you wouldn't recognize it if you saw it. There's a lot here that you're coming to terms with. There's a lot that you're coming to terms with. There's something for someone here. There's a story. There was a story from childhood, but this feels like it's like a nighttime story that is going to be a validation or confirmation of this message. Something you used to hear as a kid. That's going to come back around soon, and that's going to validate this message for you. Some of you, you're healing your relationship to the holidays. You're healing your relationship to holidays. Or the spirit of celebration. Healing your relationship to celebration. Ah, yeah. Yep. Change your self-talk. We already had that here. We had that here. 10. For those of you wondering what deck this is, I created this deck. Messages from your future self. I feel like for some of you, your future self is becoming a lot clearer than they have been in the past. Someone here is no longer bound to secrecy or sworn to secrecy. There's something here about that. What's that about, Spirit? For some of you, this was something you learned to protect your investments. For some of you, this is past life stuff that's carrying forward. Something here about like keeping things close to the chest, guarded, keeping things close to the heart and guarded. Welcome, Sandra. I always pray you find me at the precise time you need me. Welcome to our soul tribe. And Benito's girl, welcome. 147. Ooh, my number's 47. Welcome in. Soul tribe. Oh. Some of you are changing you're changing the way you speak about challenges or problems in your life. You're changing the way you speak about challenges or problems in your life. I'll never be able to figure this out. I have no idea what I'm going to do to fix that, or that's always going to be the same, or whatever this is, whatever these things are. I'm never going to figure this out. Instead, you're going to say, there's a way, I just haven't found it yet. I'm going to get there at some point. Ask and set intentions. Set intentions for the answers to come. But I feel like, so what is this about hiding? Something here being hidden. Have you been holding on to stuff? What have you been holding on to? What is it? What is it? What is it? Addiction. Someone here, nightmares, I heard. Someone here is hiding nightmares. I'm really sorry that you're struggling with that and with the addiction. That's hard. That's really hard to keep very close to the chest. And I pray that when you're ready to seek support and to start shifting things, that it happens effortlessly for you. Been there. A lot of the collective here has been as well. It's always a long story. It's always a long story. Yep. What is this, Spirit? You are not alone. You guys, collective here is so beautiful. Okay, I was one. No, you guys, what? That card went flying, okay? That card, no, we have another solar flare, you guys. Another solar flare right now. Stop it, Spirit. This is not funny. You're laughing. And I get it, but stop. Oh my goodness. I was like, what is it that you're hiding? What is it that's not like surfacing right now? And you saw that card went flying. I had to reach for it, okay? You'll never believe it. I know. Show us the card. I hear you. I hear you. Justice. justice. Congratulations, those of you who are well on your way to healing and wholeness. Oh, absolutely, Benito's girl. Not a joke. This stuff is not a joke. Okay, justice is here. Ooh, 9 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. All right, 9 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. 555, you could be seeing a lot. That is a very powerful confirmation number of this particular message. Justice is coming in. You just had to believe that you deserve to let go of this stuff that weighs you down, that doesn't serve you anymore. The fierce Leo energy says, not me, not I. Not you, not ever again. Okay? Justice is here for you. Justice is here for you. Let go. Some of you are afraid to be happy around certain people. Some of you are afraid to be happy in general because your brain associates it with negative attention. Okay? Like I choked on that. That was so hard to say. Your brain associates it with negative attention. You being happy, you being yourself with negativity, with negative attention, with negative consequences. You are literally rewiring your brain because that's not true. You're just an empath. And being an empath is not like you're going to strengthen a muscle at the gym. It's something you decide before you get here that you're going to be hypersensitive. Okay? You decide, you're born like that, right? So you're learning where you sit in the middle of the seas of energy. Okay? You're learning where you actually sit, how you actually feel about things. Wow. Standing up for yourself like never before. Ever before. Never have you been this confident. Never have you been so sure that brighter, better things were on their way. Even though the timing is totally not up to you, you're letting that go. Gosh, you're just letting go left, right, and center. And if this full moon has been very hard for you, the energies have been very uncomfortable, you feel stagnant, itchy, irritable, like you're in a pressure cooker, it's time to let go. That is why this is so difficult, because you're holding on when you don't need to hold on anymore. It's safe to let go. It's safe to not carry these things anymore. You feel like you're going to float away, or you're not going to know who the heck you are anymore. But really, you're going to be more yourself than ever before, because you're embodying more of you by not holding everything else, holding everyone else. Now, as an empath, that doesn't mean you just shut off your feelings. That doesn't mean that you just stop being aware of all this other stuff. It doesn't reach you in the same way. It doesn't weigh on you the same way, because you're more comfortable in saying, oh, okay, yeah, great. That's not mine. Love and light. You can feel it, be aware of it, and not hold on to it. That is the skill the empath learns. How to manage the sensitivity, not to shut it off, because you can't. For better or for worse, we chose that. And of course, we throw a lot in there. And the reality is it's really hard here, okay? The reality is it's hard. Yeah, but what if you were meant to learn that right now? What if all of your experiences in hindsight make everything that's next even better. Your clear vision, your confident sense of self, what if that makes everything better moving forward? What if that changes your life today? The full moon in Leo says you don't have to keep punishing yourself for what you never knew, what you didn't have the tools for. Sean bringing it full circle. Yes. You are the truth you seek. You are the embodiment, the living, breathing existence that you desire. It's just covered, buried under things. That's the point of shadow work, to let all the stuff go, to sort out what is yours, what's not, to become clearer, to become more aware. What else do you need to know? I feel like we're coming to the end of these messages for the full moon. That's sad. They said we're wrapping up. All right, Spirit. Like, I'm sad about it, but Spirit said we're wrapping up. Let's see. Stop, you guys. This is ridiculous. The High Priestess. I showed you the High Priestess when I was shuffling, and they said, no, it's for real. It's not just an idea. It's not just a concept. You're freaking in tune. You're intuitive. You're sensitive. This is also an energy of secrecy. Some of you guys know things that you're like, why do I know this? I don't want to know this. You're so sensitive that you tune into things and it's like, But Spirit will never actually show you something that you don't need to have for reference at some point. Okay? Thank you for the company, Destiny. Oh, my third eye is going crazy. And oh, wow. Look at the crescent moons. You guys, I'm so excited. Like, I am bursting with energy. I can't even sit. We have the High Priestess here. Look at those third eye activations. Okay, take that in, take it in. Activate, activate, activate. God bless you. Happy full moon in Leo. Check it out. The crescent moons in Justice. Balancing your vision, giving you clarity. Oh my gosh. I am like about to explode with this energy. This is crazy. Oh my God. Wow. All right, let's see. What else? No, Spirit, one more card. They said that's the message. I want one more. I refuse to settle. You guys rock. God bless you. Thank you all for hanging out. You're literally holding in your hand a crescent moon rose quartz crystal, and these cards are pink. Sean, come on. Can't even make it up. All right. If you guys are resonating with my messages today, with what Spirit has for you in this moment, and you want to go deeper into personal messages, you want to get in touch with loved ones and guides and angels on the other side, book a personal reading. I do them over Zoom, and I have a variety of times available, and I would love to help you. Okay. My website is in the description box below. I do Reiki sessions, also a variety of very intentionally crafted Reiki healing sessions to address all of your needs. Okay. And if there's something that you're like, Julia, I think that would be really cool, just let me know. Let me know and I'll look into it. Okay. What else? You guys stop. Yeah, stop that. Stop that 8 of Swords. Stop that I'm not that great. It's gonna be so hard. I don't know if I can do it. Yeah, you can. You can do it. I feel like that meme of like Shia LaBeouf going, just do it. That's what I feel like right now. You guys can do this. Temperance on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Temperance on the bottom of the deck. Okay. 8 of Swords, High Priestess. You're too intuitive, you're too powerful, you're too empathic, and you're too psychic to keep being in this energy of yeah, intuitive hit, but I don't really know. Intuitive hit of like trust the timing and let go and have fun while we set things up for you. Yeah, but it's like I would just want to worry because I can't. Yeah, let that go. Let it go. Stop worrying. Stop overwhelming yourself for no reason. Stop hating yourself for not knowing all the answers. Stop punishing yourself for things that happened 35 years ago. Okay? Let it go. Let it go. Love yourself and let it go. Okay? You guys are so powerful. It is insane. Which is why when you resist these energies, it gets so uncomfortable because it's in your grasp to let go and release and to just let it float. Let it float on by like you're watching the river flow. Just let it go. Yeah, exactly. If you have to sing in circles, Elsa's song, Let It Go, actually, Idina Menzel, excuse me. If you have to sing in circles, let it go. I let it go. And that's what it takes for you. If you have to do a very safe, protected fire ritual, let it go. If you need to find a secluded place in nature to scream to the heavens, I let it go. Help me let it go. You do whatever you have to do. But you better stop holding on to that stuff. You're too smart. You're too talented. You're too powerful to still be stuck in this. What is that? What is that? That's not you. That is the lie you have believed. This is you. This is you. Spirit makes a way for you to live your dreams, to live the reality of your beliefs. Trust. Trust. Surrender. Have fun. Smile more. Do silly things. Do silly things. And have fun. Wow. I feel better about leaving the message there. I feel like I can leave that there now. Thanks, Spirit. I feel a little better about that. All right. It's whatever you needed. It's whoever you need. All right. If you have no idea what sounds fun, if you have no idea what sounds fun to you, you're actually at a very wonderful place. Don't roll your eyes at me. Don't scoff. Because you don't have to judge anything you attempt. You get to experiment until you find something that you like. Sandra says it starts with smiling a lot. I think it starts with your diet, the foods that you eat, because the foods that you eat actually affect your brain chemistry. So start with the foods that you eat. Okay? Try it out. See what works. And because once you start to regulate nutrition, everything kind of builds on top of that because you have the energy, you have the proper dopamine and the serotonin receptors moving. Now you sound like my guys. Well, yeah, because they're here talking to me. Miranda, they're here talking to me. Okay. You can't skip the basics. I wish it were different. Your pasta sounds delicious. Fettuccine. Is that carbona? That sounds amazing. I'm hungry. You just made me hungry. Fasting for a short period of time can help with a reset. I wouldn't recommend a weekly fast. Okay? Listen to your body. Listen to what your body's asking for. That's the type. If it's calling for a fast, that's the time. Yeah, I was about to say carbonara. I was like, all good. Carbonara. See, that's what I heard in my head, but I read what you wrote, so it's all good. It's all good. Sending love to you from Pennsylvania, New Zealand in the house. Where are you guys tuning in from? If you're just tuning in now, I'm so sorry. We're at the end of our message, but I really hope you stick around because we got a great group of people here. And I highly encourage you to go back and listen to this from the beginning because we had a lot of really great messages come through for the full moon in Leo. Pennsylvania as well. Oklahoma in the house. Halifax, Nova Scotia in the house. Michigan. Hey. Indiana. Welcome in. Welcome in. England. Oregon. Texas. Australia. Wow. You guys, Toronto. What's PNW stand for? Snow-covered South Carolina. I know, guys, if you're getting caught and you're on like the Atlantic coast of the US or Canada, please be so safe with this storm. Like, I hear it's an absolute Pacific Northwest, epic. Washington State, Florida, please stay so safe, you guys. Yep, 40 cm of, that's over a foot of snow. Ghana, welcome in. More folks in the Pacific Northwest. Hey, you guys are so beautiful. You have a heat wave? Dude, I wish. It has been like below freezing consistently. But it's winter, so it makes sense. Well, I'm happy you've had a cloudy break from the sun. Yeah, hangman. All it takes sometimes, you guys, is just a different perspective. Sometimes that's all you need to change your life. Sometimes that's it. And especially around a defining moment of your life. All it takes is a new perspective. And you're free. Okay? I love you guys so much. You're so beautiful. You're so amazing. Thank you for hanging out with me on a Sunday night. At least that's what time it is as I'm recording. And I will see you very soon. You guys, if you're not signed up for my email list, I'm going to be sending out a month energy overview tomorrow. So if you want to go visit my website to sign up, if you're not already subscribed, I'm going to be sending out that email tomorrow with a February energy overview. Okay. And I do not hold back. It's digestible for our light worker brain. It's digestible, but I do address everything. Okay. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. All my links are in the description box below, and I will see you very soon. Okay. Bye, beautiful souls. Take care. Lots of love.